TNN is sponsored by the Littleton Sub Shop, a town treasure since 1971. For great pizza, subs, calzones, seafood, pasta, appetizers, salads, and more, call 486-3553 or stop by the Sub Shop on Littleton Common, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Tuesday through Saturdays, or Sunday and Monday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., or call for free delivery.
This is Tiger News Network, your weekly source for news, entertainment, and events covering Littleton Public Schools and beyond. Now here are your co-anchors, Nicole Biagioni and Liev Steeman.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of TNN. I'm Liev.
And I'm Nicole. Let's jump right into the news. The NHS induction ceremony was on Wednesday the 8th at Littleton High School. Congratulations to all the new inductees, especially our floor manager, Ashley O'Neill.
What two things do Sam Bessie, Kyle Bonacci, Zach Corelli, Nolan Kaldenberg, Owen Mullen, Brian Provo, and Anson Staples all have in common? They are all seniors and all have achieved the rank of Eagle Scout. In obtaining their Eagle Scout badges, they each have done some impressive projects for the town of Littleton. Zach Corelli built a storage shed for the LHS snow removal equipment. This 11-foot by 11-foot shed will prevent the custodial staff from storing snow blowers, salt, and the shovels in the hallways of the school.
Kyle Bonacci repaired and repainted the LHS baseball dugouts. This included adding a door to the first base side dugout storage closet and replacing the entire roof.
Brock Davis, who is only a freshman, is on his way to becoming an Eagle Scout as well. He replanted all of the flower beds in the LHS upper circular driveway. This included all beds along the outside of the driveway, inside by the flagpole, and along the building. The plants in the beds use less water and are easier to maintain. Thank you, Eagle Scouts, for all your community service projects that help make Littleton a better and more beautiful place to live.
Senior parents' graduation is June 1st, 2018, and that day will be here before you know it. A great way to celebrate your seniors is to buy a brick dedicated to a class of 2018 graduate or to celebrate a sports team accomplishment. These personalized bricks will be placed at Alumni Field for years to come. Place your orders by December 31st, and they will be installed for graduation. Go to brickmakers.usa.com for your order.
By now, everyone knows that the critics have been raving about the new Marvel movie, Thor Ragnarok. But what are the top 5 best Marvel movies of all time? Here are Ashley, the floor director, and Kyle, the teleprompter guy, with their opinions on the top 5 Marvel movies.
Hi everybody, I'm Ashley.
I'm Kyle.
And to celebrate the release of Thor Ragnarok last week, we're here to bring you our top 5 favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. Coming in at number 5 is Spider-Man Homecoming, which is the second reboot of the Spider-Man series. Sony finally struck a deal with Marvel to allow Spider-Man to be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And although some people wouldn't call it the greatest Spider-Man movie, it is a great new part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
At number 4, we have Civil War. This film pits teammate against teammate, tests each other's friendships, and it has a very compelling and emotional story. And it's also the end of the Captain America trilogy. Possibly the end of Steve Rogers as Captain America, but we'll just have to wait until Infinity War to see.
And it has Black Panther, which is pretty great. For number 3, we have the original Avengers movie from 2012. It was our first time seeing all of the Avengers come together after their solo films. It was great to see their personalities clashing together and how they all fit together in this new universe. And it had very, very funny dialogue.
At number 2, we've got Iron Man 3. This reflects the events of the Avengers and how it took effect on Tony Stark's life. It puts him in a very hard position between choosing his future or over being Iron Man. It has a good conclusion to the Iron Man trilogy, even though he blows up suits that he has in Ultron.
Oh well. But number one, we have Captain America: Winter Soldier. It was the second Captain America movie and an absolutely amazing superhero movie. It was cinematically stunning and very well executed. It reads great as both a standalone movie and part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I thought that it was a very good introduction and characterization of the character Falcon from the comics. So that's all we have. Hope you go see Thor Ragnarok in theaters. It was really funny, and thanks for watching. Back to you, Nicole, and Leave.
Last weekend, the Repair Cafe was held at Littleton High School. What is the Repair Cafe, you ask? Well, check this out to find out.
Hello, I'm Anne Grace. I live in Littleton. I started Repair Cafe because, well, it has 3 goals, and they're all important to me. One is to keep stuff out of landfills and protect what we have and not throw things away unnecessarily. And rebuild a repairing culture, because we used to know how to repair things, but we don't do that so much anymore. And finally, the third goal is actually my favorite, is bring the community together, bring people together who wouldn't otherwise talk to each other. So we can all come here, get things repaired, and also have some free coffee and donuts. How about that?
I just like fixing things. It's just the way I am, and it's the way I've always been. I had a lot of fun always playing with my father's tools, and I would buy him Christmas presents of tools, which of course I got to use myself. So I've always liked taking things apart. My sister accuses me of taking apart our 4-stroke lawnmower and never putting it back together. That's not the way I recollect it, but she's about 11 years older than me, so she might be right. It is fun to take things apart and see how they work. And so for me, that's why I like doing it. Because this, when coming here, it's for me. I mean, it's not for, and normally it's for the kids, right? And I've got to be hands off, and I've got to just sort of watch, see how they do. I try not to tell them what to do, because then they're not discovering for themselves. And that's what we want. We want to see kids who are curious, discovering for themselves, and hopefully want to go on and become engineers.
By the way, did you all know that Twitter's bird is called Larry? Remember, we are on Twitter now, so feel free to follow us there at TigerNewsNet1. As always, it's Fun Fact Friday. A sloth takes 2 weeks to digest its food once it's eaten. When you say 1,000,000 seconds, it means 11.5 days. 1,000,000,000 seconds would be over 31 years. Wow. 620 million years ago, an Earth day was only 21.9 hours long. It is extending a little every year. Interesting. Stay tuned for next week's news, as we will have an exclusive preview of the upcoming LHS show, Durang Durang. That'll wrap it up for this week's episode of TNN. I'm Liv.
And I'm Nicole, wishing you good news.